Purpose helps us move through life with greater intention. Welcome to day 27 of our healing and becoming journey. I'll be your host as usual. And now, before we begin today's challenge, let's take a moment to reflect on day 26, presence. And yesterday we explored the gift of being fully present. We were also reminded that healing does not happen in yesterday's regret. It does not happen in tomorrow's worries. It happens here, in this moment, in this breath, in this opportunity to fully experience the life unfolding before us. Yesterday, we reflected on the ways our minds can drift towards the past or race toward the future. We explored what helps us return to the present moment. We identified anchors that can ground us when life feels overwhelming. And we practice slowing down enough to notice the beauty, peace, the wisdom always available right now. Perhaps yesterday you found yourself fully present during a conversation, or you noticed the warmth of the sun on your skin, or you paused for prayers, or you took a mindful walk, you did that exercise, you had that chat you've been wanting to. Or you sat quietly with your smoothie, your water, your coffee, your drink, your tea, and you allowed yourself to simply be. Or perhaps you became more aware of how often your thoughts pull you away from the present moment. Whatever your experience was, remember this: every moment of presence is a gift. Every conscious breath is an act of self-care. Every pause creates space for peace. And every time you return to the present moment, you return to yourself. So today I invite you to honestly check with yourself. How did day 26 go for you? When did you feel most present? What helped you to return to the moment? What distractions challenged your focus? What did you learn about yourself through practicing presence? For me, I was present at some time. At some point I wasn't. I was distracted by my phone. However, we are a work in progress. So I want you to take a moment to record your daily wins, your reflection, and your energy check. Celebrate every moment you showed up. Celebrate every breath you noticed. Celebrate every time you chose awareness over worry. Because healing grows when we learn to fully inhabit our lives. Now let's move into day 27, purpose. And today's becoming affirmation is, I live with clarity and intention. So take a slow, deep breath. Allow yourself to become fully present. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel the breath moving through your body, and allow yourself to settle into this moment. And today we explore purpose. Purpose is something many people spend their life searching for. We often imagine purpose is one grand calling, one perfect path, one life-changing discovery. But healing teaches us something different. Purpose is not always found in a single moment. Often, purpose is revealed through small steps of faith, through curiosity, through service, through growth, through becoming, through honoring. Purpose is less about having all the answers and more about living intentionally. It is about paying attention to what brings life to your spirit, what energizes your heart, what aligns with your values, what allows you to serve others while being fully yourself. Today, gently ask yourself, what activities makes time feel effortless and meaningful for me? Take a moment to reflect. Perhaps it's teaching, it's writing, it is creating, it is encouraging others, it is helping people to heal, it is building something meaningful. It could be caring for your family, caring for your children. It could be serving your community. It could be taking that exercise. It could be just resting. Notice what happens when you engage in that activity. Notice how you feel. Notice the energy, the joy, the peace, the fulfillment it creates within you. And I know one person, it could be cooking. It could be eating healthy, So the gifts God has placed within us are often connected to the ways we are called to contribute to the world. We are all different, and that's the spice of life. You can't be any other person than you. And that's why you are who you are. That's why your journey is just to you. Only you can explain, only you can teach it, only you can talk about it, right? Now ask yourself, what is one tiny experiment I can run this month to explore my calling? Remember, you do not need to figure out your entire future today. You only need the next step. Perhaps your experiment is taking a class. It is volunteering. It could be starting a project. It could be sharing your work with others. Or it could be having a conversation with someone who inspires you. Or dedicating just 15 minutes a day to something you feel drawn toward. It could be you fasting. It could be you looking through your journal. Whatever is going to make you feel happy in yourself. Purpose is often discovered through action. Not perfection, not certainty, action. Each step teaches us something. Each experience reveals another piece of the puzzle. And each act of courage creates greater clarity. Reflect on these questions, my love. What activities make me feel most alive? What strengths come natural to me? You don't have to struggle for it. I know someone is cooking. I know for you is exercise. I know for you is writing. I know for you is journaling. Whatever it is. How do I enjoy helping others? What impact do I hope to make through my life? As we are all in this Stream and Glow, we are all making impact in our little way. What small steps can I take today towards greater purpose? Allow your answers to emerge gently. Don't rush. Allow yourself to explore without pressure. Allow yourself to trust that clarity often grows through movement. As you keep moving, it becomes clearer. Practice these words. I live with clarity and intention. I trust God's purpose for my life. I take one faithful step at a time. My gifts have value. I am becoming who I was created to be. And as you repeat these words, notice how they feel. Allow yourself to release the pressure to have everything figured out. Allow yourself to trust the process. Allow yourself to believe that your life has meaning, because it does. You are here for a reason. Your story matters. Your gifts matters. Your presence matters. Without you, we will not be doing this as well. You are here now. Our scripture today comes from Romans chapter 8 and verse 28. And it reads, "And I know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him." And this verse reminds us that even the seasons that feel uncertain are not wasted. God can use every experience, every challenge, every lesson, every opportunity to shape us, strengthen us, and guide us towards His purpose for our lives. Even when we cannot see the full picture, we can trust that He is working behind the scene. And today's motivational quote comes from Mark Twain. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. This is great wisdom in these words. Purpose gives direction to our energy. Purpose gives meaning to our effort. Purpose helps us move through life with greater intention. And often, discovering our purpose begins with simply paying attention to what brings us alive. As you move through your day, notice what energizes you. Notice what feels meaningful. Notice where your gifts naturally emerge. Notice where you feel called to serve, create, encourage, or grow. Trust the small nudges. Trust the lessons. Trust the journey. And trust that clarity will continue to unfold as you take faithful steps forward. You don't need to have everything all together. I'll give this example like I usually do. If you're driving in a foggy environment, you can just trust that you're going in your direction. You only see in that space where you are, and every other side is so white. But you keep going. As you keep going, it becomes clearer. As you keep going, it becomes clearer. I would advise you to obey the first instruction you have been given, and as you keep going, it will continue to unfold. Thank you for continuing this journey. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for choosing growth. Thank you for choosing faith. Thank you for choosing intention. Today, trust your gifts. Today, trust God's timing. Today, trust the purpose unfolding within you. And remember, you do not need to know the entire path to begin walking in purpose. Do have a beautiful, meaningful, intentional, and purpose-filled day. With infinite love and faith in your becoming, I remain yours truly, Rosita, representing you on this journey. Keep going, Queens, and I'll see you for day 28. We're almost there. Bye.